Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Frogger's Adventures, The Rescue. And this is actually not the first time I'm showing this screen right now because I had to do some weird things to get it set up. But anyway, let's get started. This is indeed the sequel to Frogger Beyond. But you know, kind of loosely a sequel. Like there may be some mentions and some same voice actors and stuff, some of the same. But you know. Anyway, let's see. We shall call ourselves the same thing, but I'd say if I ever play one of these games with where you name yourself and what's that? Nah, screw it, I'll just call it Danny, Ben. The whole part is just I don't know. Let's see. DBSG. You know what? To make things a lot faster, why don't I just call it? I'm probably gonna keep forgetting this, or hopefully not, but DBSG. Danny Ben S Gaming. And apparently, it also stands for something else, but you know, there's other things out there that stand for other things, so whatever I'm saying. Anyway. Let's see what space we have here. Whoa. Fuck! I don't know. Well, there's two Froggers. Why don't we just save over Mega Man X? And, yeah, there we go. Mega Man X is my favorite Mega Man's, like one of my favorite Mega Man series, but boy, can it get hard. Anyway, let's check our options, see what we have here. Now, if this were a game where you get trophies and or achievements, well, since it's PlayStation, it'd be trophies. But anyway, if that were the case, I would not be doing this because it'd probably say, well, if you set it, like, if you don't have it on default, you won't get the trophies or whatever. So, but since that's luckily not the case, well, you know, I'll just do it like that. And obviously I'm going to have it set to autosave, so, you know, those words that I'm putting together. Anyway, let's get started with story mode. Now this is currently a planned thing where I play through the whole game, but anything could happen in the future, so we'll see whether it becomes a trial run or not. I mean, you'll already see it right there once I upload it, so. Here we have a cutscene, which is actually the Frogger house they use in the games on the Game Boy Advance. Plus, with some stranger.
Hey, Frogger! How you been, little buddy? Hey, I brought you a special little something from my trip. Here you go.
Little kid.
Huh? Wait, don't tell me you've been taking it easy the whole time I've been gone. I think you need to prove to me that you haven't been slacking.
It's a very memorable scene, for me at least, because I remember seeing it. This was my very first PS2 game.
By the way, Frogger, I stopped by your girlfriend Lily's to drop off her gift before I came here.
Really?
Yep. It's a one-of-a-kind thing that you won't find anywhere else. You should go by later to take a look.
Anyway.
Now listen up. Push the jump button to jump 2 spaces ahead. You can jump over enemies, but you can jump over traps that are moving. You can jump over holes in the ground, too. Speeds things up, doesn't it?
Anyway. Yeah, I was a little slow on responding there with the thing.
This spot right there is a checkpoint. Even if you're beaten, if you got the will to keep going, you can start from the last checkpoint you landed on.
Yeah, you know, like the other Frogger games we've already played.
The left and right rotate buttons will let you turn your body to the sides. It's useful when you have to get around a tight spot or make a quick exit.
So yeah, these are essentially like after the high success of Frogger the Great Quest on PS2, which by the way, Frogger Beyond did not come out on PS2 in North America.
Gather 50 coins for an extra life. And if you can grab 8 coins in a row fast enough, you get extra coins as a bonus.
Yep. Anyway, let's see.
You can grab the movable wall right there by pushing and holding the tongue button to use your tongue. Once you grab it, you can push or pull it by pressing back or forward. But you can only grab from the side with the handle.
Oh yeah, well, I need it every time, every single time. I guess I'm trying to test it, but every time I keep forgetting that. Anyway, so, sorry if you hear the buttons really loud, ladies and gentlemen. I'm using kind of a weird controller, so...
See that foothold with a handle on it? That's a movable foothold. Push and hold the tongue button to grab it. Once you grab it, you can push or pull it by pressing back or forward. You can use your tongue from any direction to grab these footholds.
Ladies and gentlemen, I chuckled there if you heard me, because it really sounded like he said, "See the butthole there?" Anyway.
Now, see that pole up there? So, you probably know what to do already, huh? That's right. Use your tongue with the tongue button to grab it. Once you grab it, your tongue will do the rest and pull you right to the pole. You young frogs can go quite a distance like that.
Really now. Anyway, yeah, this is a tutorial level, so there's a lot of those. Alright. And here's a little secret. You want to know how to get those? You do this, and so don't overthink it. An extra life, and yeah, we'll definitely be needing these later on, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my leg. Just kind of sitting on it there. But yeah, so basically, hold on.
Once you get to the goal at the end of the map, you have cleared the level. Good job, Frogger. Now hop on that goal, and I'll give you your gift.
I want to play with it right away. I don't know. So yeah, I'm using kind of a weird controller. What I do like about this one compared to the previous one and the one after this is I'm going to wait till after this cutscene. I don't know. Hey, look, a thing.
In other words, to move the ship, I need to gather the energy cubes scattered in the area. And if I do that, then Lumpy and Firefly Swamp will all be back to normal, right?
Yes, that's right. Also, our scanners are picking up my friend, Mechanic Frog, somewhere here in Firefly Swamp. Could you please look for him? If anything happens, use the comm link to contact me, and I'll help you out.
You can count on me. I'll do anything for Firefly Swamp. I'll catch you later. And please, take care of Lumpy.
Dude, won't you Dolly Parton Frog? I mean, she kind of gave me that... She's not quite as Western looking or sound, you know. But the sound of her and just the big blonde hair, just, you know. Wait for it, more talking.
Huh? What's that sound? It must be the transmission that Beauty was talking about.
Beauty.
Frogger, can you hear me? Let me explain about us as I test the comm link. We are the Frog International Rescue Support Team, also known as F.I.R.S.T. It is our job to handle difficult rescue missions. Should anything happen, I can aid you through this comm link. Got it? All right. Good luck.
Wait, I don't got it! No, no. I was trying to imitate Frogger there. He's voiced by a woman trying to sound like a little boy. Or like a slightly older little boy. You know, where sometimes they kind of sound constipated and stuff. Like they're trying to get that really hard crap out. But yeah, it's... Hold on, let me get these. So yeah, if I can get the words out today. This was my very first PS2 game, as I said earlier. And honestly, it's not too bad of a, you know, I mean, I also started out with like some like exclusives like Jak and Daxter. Actually, we started out with like, let's see, this game, Dragon Ball Z, Budokai, Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper, and Ratchet and Clank. So, not a bad selection for first few games. For, you know, 11-11. So, yeah, these are, this is a pretty decent game. I don't know if I'd say it's better than the PS1 games, but, you know.
The radar is detecting something large underwater in the area ahead. There might be something lurking down there. If anything happens, don't think twice and just run. Beauty Frog out.
You know, hop. Oh, I'm sure nothing's gonna happen.
What is that?
I don't know. What? It's the thing on the cover. It's the giant fish from the cover of the game. And assuming I still keep the endings the same, you'll see it at the end of it. Oh boy. I thought I could grab that in time. Apparently not. And I don't think you can skip that, so.
What is that?
You already know what it is. Now to be honest, now this game usually does run at like 50 or 60 frames per second, so it'd normally look better. But not this time around. So yeah, just what about those voice actresses that kind of sound like they're constipated when they're trying to talk like a little boy? I don't know how old Frogger's actually supposed to be in this game, or in these games, I guess. I mean, his birthday was in the previous one. So the weird thing about this is, I'm going to be silent again, there's going to be more talking.
I'm sorry, Frogger, but it seems that the enemy has followed us and entered Firefly Swamp. It'll be dangerous ahead, so be careful, and good luck.
Yeah, whatever, lady. Anyway, so it's kind of weird, like, okay. So obviously, Frogger the Great Quest was, other than PC, in terms of consoles, it was a PS2 exclusive, at least until Advanced came out. Then this game, or Beyond came out, but it didn't come out in PS2 in North America. And then this one came out on PS2 and GameCube. Also, did not come out on Xbox. It wasn't until the third game that was like this, where they actually released it on all those platforms.
I believe that if you press that switch over there, you will activate the device. Use your tongue to pull the floating block within reach, and then jump on it to get to the switch.
Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, I already did that. So anyway, but yeah, what I like about this one is it's a lot more, like, there's puzzles that you have to solve, which kind of vary in difficulty, but actually there's some pretty hard ones later on. But what I like about it is just it's straightforward. There's no power-ups you have to worry about. The level design is a lot better than the previous one, like in comparison at least. I don't know if you would call it the best, but in comparison it's a lot better than Beyond. It's just a generally straightforward game. In some ways, you know, not so much in the variety other than the multiplayer, which does have some fun games. Nothing you'd, like, buy it to play the multiplayer for, but, you know. It's still a fun one. So basically, this is a decent one, and honestly my favorite out of the Frogger trilogy. I mean, I guess you could call it like the trilogy of these types of games, because after Ancient Shadow, Frogger just kind of became a indie type game or series, as in almost only download stuff. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, why I did it like that, but yeah, these are a lot better. Not that they still have some flaws from any Frogger game like this, but it's the best in my opinion. And yeah, it's the first one I started out on, and yeah, you could say, well, it's your nostalgia is why you're calling it the best one. That could have a hand in it, but it's not like I didn't play. Well, I didn't actually get to play Beyond until I was already close to being an adult. But like I was like 17 or something by the time I actually got to play Beyond. But I did play Ancient Shadow not too long after it came out, so I was still a kid whenever I played Ancient Shadow. Which Ancient Shadow was probably the second best, which is probably still not helping out my case of,
Frogger, have you gathered all of the energy cubes? The gate will not open, and you can't go further until you collect them all. Just remember, you can't grab them with your tongue. You can do it.
Anyway. Boy, am I stupid.